This is the Keenan System, and you watching 92Q.com. The name started when I was at Morgan State. I was a student over there. I was real, involved as far as on campus and off campus. I was the party guy. I was the guy who do all the big parties. And it actually started with like a campaign. I ran for Mr. Morgan State University, and at that same time, Kobe, my favorite basketball player of all time, he had like this Kobe System, like commercial series for real. So I kind of like built my campaign based off of that idea. Like, let me make it the Keenan System and come up with some things. And that's when I came up with like my slogan for less talk, more action, and then my our motto is think global, never local once I started my actual team. But it was like my system of success, my system of winning. I always like to have a good time, and I love people around me to have a good time, and as far as like the parties, it started when I was at Morgan. I like paid to get in on one party like that previous summer, not at Morgan, but I was just like turning 18. It was Club Love in DC, and I had to stand in the line and all that. And after all of that headache, I was like, man, I would never do that again. So I want to get in this whole industry. So it kind of like, as soon as I got up Morgan, I was already making a name for myself outside of parties, regardless, just on campus, the way I dressed. I was dressing real retro, slick. I had like a high top fade, like everybody called me Fresh Prince. And I just started building myself when the parties, got into hosting. I was actually the MC on a mic at all the big parties, and then it just started growing. It started growing, and my brand started getting bigger. I was working with people like 50 Cent, Jay-Z, guys like that, Nicki Minaj, and I just realized my brand was just getting bigger than just me. So I was like, you know what, let me start helping people. Like, let me start managing, consulting, and that's when I created the System Global. I dropped my name from it since it's bigger than me. Drop the Keenan, go with the System and Global, because my whole thing was think global, never local. Anybody who know me, like currently or been knowing me for the past few years, that's what I push. Taking our talents global, and I just always wanted to get behind people as far as helping out, because I'm good in front of the camera, but I'm good behind the camera as well. I got that balance. So like, let me help other people. Let me help younger people from my city. My first person was Lil Scooter. Rest his soul, but that was my first project, and we made some history together. I didn't know that would turn into this. I just knew I would be great. I just knew it. I always stuck out. I was always outspoken ever since I was young. I was always outspoken. I always had my own style. I always wanted to be the wave. I ain't never want to ride the wave. So you had people who started to get around me, came to my parties, come to my events. They wanted to be, dress like me, talk like me, get haircuts like me, the whole nine. So, in high school, I was just a personal person. Everybody was cool with me. I didn't really have no beefs like that, as far as up city. And I got into different things. I was a little rough around the edges, like my earlier years at city. And then like, I think it was like the 12th grade, I had started messing with this model. So she like, Keenan, you look good. Like, you should do a little modeling or something. And I'm just like frowning upon it, like, man, I ain't about to do that. So, and then I went there to one of the little modeling practices with her, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool for her. It's cool. And then one of my friends, my friend Rashad, he's actually he was on The Wire like while we was in school. That was like my guy, and he was already in it, and I was just like, all right, you in it? All right, cool, you my man, let's do it. So, I would say like that part, the modeling side, when I got it like in high school, like right before I graduated, that helped me like stamp like my style moving forward for like college, and it just opened my mind to a whole different world as far as like your appearance and things of that nature. So, but in high school I was just a cool guy everybody talked to. You know what I'm saying? I was a hustler too, so I sold everybody, bought everything from me: CDs, DVDs, T-shirts, clothes, food, the whole thing. Like I was hustler of the year out in the city for real. I'm not even gonna lie, like I was about to go to the Marines, so and then like that decision kind of like twisted, like altered, like last minute, and I had wound up getting accepted in the Morgan because my plan wasn't really to go to college. Honestly, I was just going to go to the Marines, become a man that way. You know what I'm saying, and go around the world that way. But it didn't happen like that, you know. I actually, you know, went to Morgan, and it was just, I kind of fell in love with it, you know. I was just meeting people from other places. Like my roommate and right hand up there was DJ Flow. He actually, you know, works with you guys now, and it was just, you know, me and him. I met him. I met, you know, some other guys from other different places. I'm like, yo, these guys is just like me. They got dreams and visions just like me, and they come from backgrounds and stuff just like me. So, you know, when I first started going to Morgan, you know, adopting a lot of different friends up there, it was just like, it's kind of like, I got New York friends. I feel like I'm in New York. You know, I got friends in Texas, from Jersey, from LA. It's like, and then I actually go these places with my friends. You feel me? Like all the time. I'm big on, like, you know, taking a lot of trips, going around the country. You know, so it was never so much of a big thing. Like I felt like I was just staying here, because I didn't went to LA and stayed in LA for a little while. I done went to Atlanta and stayed in LA. I'm in Atlanta for months. You know, New York, different cities and things of that nature. So, and you know, with me hosting and promoting and marketing, working for DTLR at one point, before I started focusing more on my own brand, I was flying and riding all around this country. So it was never really like I stayed here, you know. And so, but staying here, being here now, you know, it's just like, my people need me. You know what I mean? Like, I can go all around the world. I can go to LA, stay out there, and they see me on the gram and things of that nature. That's fine and all, but what are you doing for the city? Like, what are you doing for the youth, for your community? And I'm big on community. Anybody who know me know the Keenan System was built around entertainment and community outreach. You know, I always was big on that, giving back to my community, you know. And like staying here, I just felt like my people need me, and I didn't want to get beside myself, go out of town, going to LA, wind up being out there for like 10 years, and then finally coming back to put time into the youth. No, I want to be young still, helping out people, young want to come up, you know, because stars born every day. For my brand right now, like I said, we different elements of entertainment, you know, management, marketing, production. The System Global is entertainment powerhouse, and we will be, you know, the Rock Nation, the OVO, you know, the Cash Money of Baltimore. When it's all said and done, they gonna look at us as the landmark, and they gonna know that we came from the bottom, we helped out the streets, we helped connect them and get them seen around the world for their different talents. But I would say my main thing is helping develop, you know, talent. Like I work with a lot of different artists, like President Davo. He's super dope, doing his thing, has millions and millions of views and streams, and he's from Baltimore, you know. And like everybody on my team right now is like solely from like Baltimore right now, so you get that real Baltimore feel with us. But I want the world to know that the System Global is coming. Ain't global, never local. We coming to the top, and we bringing everybody who got that same mentality, that global mentality. If you doing things that want to keep you local, stay over there, you know. But the biggest thing I want y'all to know is System Global is coming. Ain't global, never local.com when y'all